Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks and Gainy Titan. We're here on Redshire, yes, Capture KV1 on Redshire, and it's a pretty old game. It's going back from last April. I've just had it in my reserve that I decided to pull it out now because I really don't have the time to properly edit and upload a Valkyria Chronicles game right now. Mostly because I started playing the Valkyria Chronicles this morning and never stopped for anything except the odd bite to eat in between, and now I don't really have the time, and also I don't want to repeat the experience because I was looking at it and it will be longer than normal, and I don't want to repeat the experience of last week. So much for the local ISP promising me to have e-fiber broadband 1 gigabit per second to the door by the end of 2018. Now I suppose they still have a small number of days to complete it, but there isn't a word out of them, so I don't think they're going to do it. No offers coming through the door anyway saying that super fast broadband is coming my way anytime soon. So if I'm going to tie up my broadband for several days upload, I'm probably better off doing it, or prefer to do it over the weekend, when I don't have a kind of a schedule to keep on videos. I know I didn't put up today's one until this evening. It was actually uploaded promptly enough. I just forgot to publish it this morning. I got distracted. So yes, I am enjoying the Valkyria Chronicles very much, thank you. I think there's a great story in it. I'll talk about it more, I suppose, when I'm doing the videos on it, but I actually think it's a very good game, very interesting storyline. Anyway, we come here to the corner and the usual heavy tank action. There's a Churchill 3 up ahead, there's the Churchill 1, and we pull back a little bit, so edging around, see who's going first. And I've gotten I think we both got a shot in there, myself and the Churchill 1. But the Churchill 1 is not penetrating with every shot. I think I'm getting the better of him. So we push forward, and what else is coming along? And there is Mr. OI. Now he is a tougher proposition because when his turret's facing me directly like that, and even with the armour sloped back, I don't think I'll be able to penetrate the front of him. He needed flat. Got one into the side armour there, but I'm going to go around the turret and take on the Churchills rather than let somebody else take on the OI. Now I am penetrating the front of the turret of the Churchill 1 without too much trouble. But then I come off and I make a real newbie mistake, and I didn't really, just looking at it now, realised instead of finishing off the Churchill 1, I turned my attention to the Churchill 3, which I probably should have stayed back a bit and finished off the Churchill 1. I know he wasn't penetrating with every shot that he was firing, but he was still penetrating with every second shot, so it's still 3 or 4 hits that I took that I need not have taken. And it's not like there's a huge difference between the rate of fire on the Churchill 3 and the Churchill 1. So I think that was not a smart choice on my part. But we've cleared up the corner and we're still about even on tanks, so we might as well push on. One of the things about this in the regular game is that you can push on and dominate this ridgeline here, and you can project threat into the enemy cap circle, plus anybody on the ridgeline as well can come under direct fire as long as you have somebody on the ridge to put them under observation. There's Redshire 9044 variant, I think, has more terrain to the back of the central ridge. It allows progress to occur while you're still messing around on the zero line, so that sometimes I think it's probably not as worth. It is, yeah, it's not as worth, or the payoff isn't as big taking the route that I took in the regular, or in the 1944 variant. The enemy kind of exploited past the centre line and out in towards your own cap circle, and then you're scrambling to get back. and scrambling to get back under fire from people on the central ridge quite often. So it's one of those areas where they just change the shape of the map slightly, and all of a sudden that corner isn't as viable as it would normally be. That's at least my view on it. I also didn't stop to take on that T1 heavy in the middle of the open field. I was far too concerned about the fact that somebody might be on the ridgeline, and I wanted to get in behind the houses. If the shots that I fired on the move hit, well and good, that would be an extra penetration damage that I could use, and if not, so what? I was safer doing it that way than stopping to take on the risk. Now this VK3601H is basically committing suicide, but I often think that people do that at the end of the game. They just want to get it over with, and they do something slightly crazy like driving out under 4 or 5 different tanks, knowing that it's not going to do them a whole lot of good. T1 Heavy, God bless him, is doing his best, and he's a good angle for me. He's going to put him through the front of me where I'm going to have trouble slipping him past him at that angle. However, he's not going to win the game. He's joined the fight too late, he stayed back too long, and his gun was out of the game for too many turns. All in all, this nets us a... well, we make a loss because of the premium fired. Over 2k damage, high caliber, first class mastery, not bad at all, and we came number 1 by experience. So it is not a fairly typical result really with a capture KV1. The rate of fire is what wins it through. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have not already subscribed, please do so. I'll catch you all again soon. Bye for now.